let's move on to the tight ends. What popped out today. Who didn't look so good, and who looked good today.
Well, I don't want to just dump on Charlie Warner. So here's what's going on. Kittle's out, been out for like 3 practices, and they don't want to just throw Jordan Reed in there as the do everything tight end number 1 for obvious reasons.
Right.
For obvious reasons. So it's Warner. He's the starting tight end right now, and he's doing everything and getting targets, and he's not ready for that. So he's made some catches. He's led Jimmy Garoppolo into some picks. That's to be expected. He looks like he's a good blocker. It's hard to tell, man. They're not tackling, but what I can tell is that he might be this like the yokest dude on the team. Like he's like Nick Bosa. He's huge, super duper big. He looks like Vance McDonald, like that kind of physique. He's not fast like Vance McDonald, but he looks exactly like Vance McDonald with the legs. He's huge. I mean, he's like 2 Ross Dwellys. So I imagine he'll be a good blocker. And also I want to see what he can do if you get him in a little bit of space. He might be tough to tackle. He looks like he'd be really hard to tackle. Chase Harrell gets open. That guy's not going to make the team. He'll be on the practice squad, but he's fast and he gets open. And he dropped a couple passes early, but he doesn't drop anymore. Watch for him. And then we talked about Jordan Reed. So I guess what's interesting is just the dichotomy between the 2 rookies. The one guy who's the Hulk but can't get open, and the other guy who's much sleeker and faster. And I don't know if he can block, but they're a nice tandem that could become, a 1-2 punch down the line. Although they're always going to have Kittle.
Who's a better route runner, Jordan Reed or George Kittle?
Jordan Reed. Jordan Reed's the best route runner on the team.
I'm not going to argue.
Jordan Reed. I think George even said that, or he was saying that. I'm
not going to argue.
He's learning from Jordan.
When we signed Jordan Reed, I took it upon myself to pour a glass of wine and go back and watch his dominant time in Washington. And my goodness, man, all that stuck out right into my mind was the Thanksgiving beatdown he put on Dallas when Kirk Cousins was there. Split out wide, cooking cornerbacks. Like,
hey, was that the you like that game?
No. That was a game at home. The Thanksgiving game, it was he was making plays down the sideline, one arming guys. Like it was, man, he was just to be that good. I haven't seen George Kittle do all those things because they don't ask him to. But I think Jordan Reed, yes, I wouldn't shy away from saying that he's the best route runner on this team, probably.
I just watching him up close in one-on-one drills is like, you can't press him, right. You can't play off him. He's even if you have good coverage, he's still 6'2" and strong. And he's a problem.
He'll jump and get it. That's the thing that the 49ers don't have. I mean, I know that's not Jimmy's game, the contested catch game, but we don't have a guy like that to toss it up to see, like those 50-50 balls.
You could say it is Jimmy's game though, because he'll throw some risky passes. It'll help him to have a guy who can make that catch.
That's true. I mean, the interception that pops into my mind is I feel like he tried to throw that one in the first Rams game, and he just threw it to nobody. Remember when Debo was out there and he just threw it up, and I looked and I was like, I think he expected them to do something else, and he wanted to throw one of those balls up there like that.
Yep. And this season it'll be Jordan Reed, not Debo.